chicken fried steak? How do you chicken fry a steak? And why would you chicken fry a steak? Is it a hamburger patty in there? Did you ever have those cube steaks where it's like this, has a piece of butter on top? But chicken fried steak. Moo, moo. Who knows? Don't forget to subscribe. But here's a question that came in to me, and I thought I was going to do this. I just did a Q&A that came out today. Don't forget to go back that way. Look at the Q&A. I also did a cooking one today that will be out on Tuesday. I'll probably do another taste test for Tuesday as well. This is just a bonus video because it came in after I did the Q&A. It was pretty funny because I just like hit publish for the Q&A. I think I did it on a Premiere where I hit publish and then it would publish later. You hit Premiere and then it publishes later, not the opposite way. But a lady was asking about chicken fried steak. She said, well, David, you're from Texas. Well, not really. I lived in Texas a couple of times when I was in the military. Well, I guess 3 times if you consider basic training and technical school as well as living. I was there for about 4 months. Do you consider that living? I don't know. Living high on the hog, high on the chicken fried steak. But she says they eat a lot of that there, don't they? So yeah, they eat a lot of catfish. Yuck. And they eat a lot of chicken fried steak. Yuck. And so I went through a divorce there, and a lot of people want to take me to their house for a traditional, come and eat with my family for a traditional Texas meal. And if it wasn't Texas barbecue, you know, if it wasn't a Whataburger, it was going to be either chicken fried steak or catfish. I like neither one. So that was always a problem. But she was saying that she has some people coming in that were in Texas. They're from Europe, but they were in Texas. And they were surprised that out here, people eat chicken fried steak, but it's not like right down the middle. It's not like hamburger, cheeseburger, you know, pastrami sandwich, chicken fried steak. You know, it's not like one of the, or taco, chicken fried steak. It's not like one of the top 1, 2, or 3 things on a fast food menu or a menu in a restaurant. I turn my fan. I'm gonna turn the fan back. It's just too hot. Hopefully it doesn't make too much noise. I know you'll be able to hear me, and I'm sorry that it's making that noise. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know your thoughts on chicken fried steak. But she was asking me, since they are all large and in charge, and they're from Europe, that's what we always say, the Americans are fat and everybody else, the rest of the world is skinny, and America's fat. Maybe we eat all the food and there's no food for them. I don't know, why are we so dag-burn fat? Who knows? We like to eat. We like Twinkies and Ding Dongs, boop, boop. And we like to eat Junior Mints, you know, and we like to drink Coke and Orange Crush or whatever. So she was asking me about this, and she was looking for a keto recipe. She didn't really find a keto recipe, and I said the problem you're probably going to find with a chicken fried steak, I guess the man is on keto because the doctor is saying, you know, it's almost time for his heart to stop. That's pretty scary if your doctor says it. I guess in Europe they're a little more hardcore. You know, your boom, 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 boom is about to beep if you don't do something. So, yeah, you're about to go flatline, buddy. Yeah, I guess our doctor's bedside manner is, hey, fatty, lose some weighty. You lose some weighty, big fatty. I don't know what they say in Europe with a European accent. Maybe they're French. Oh, you are a big fat man. And in France, they like to have their creams and butters and red wines and white wine, whatever color wine they're having. Stomp on the grapes, here come the French. But he's very large, and I guess his wife is very large, and I guess their 2 kids are very large as well. It's a very large family. There was one family that I knew, they were so heavy that they recommended they get a SUV with almost like a work SUV, one that is to, you know, or a minivan, or, you know, a little work van. You see those little Mercedes vans, or the ones like you always see driving around from Amazon or that kind of thing. But they suggest to get one of those and enhance the shocks and the, I don't know, those bags, not hydraulics, but because their family was so heavy. I think it was 4, maybe 5 of them. I don't know. But I don't know if these people were told that. I don't know if they have a car. Do they drive on the right side of the road? I don't know what they do, but they want to eat some chicken fried steak. And she was asking about that, about how should she do that. And I said, well, if you send me the recipe, I can look at it. I don't have a recipe for chicken fried steak, and I'm not going to go out and buy the stuff to make a chicken fried steak, because what am I going to do with it when it's done? If it has any garlic or onion, I can't give it to the dog. Does anybody want it? If I make a chicken fried steak, you want me to mail it to you? I freeze it and mail it to you, or come on over for a chicken fried steak. But I said you're gonna have two issues with the chicken fried steak, I believe. It's breaded, So I don't know what other conditions these people have. So if I was gonna make it, my main concern would be, number one would be the carbs, and number two would be the calories, probably. So I can have some butters now and some fats, which would be another concern they might have, because you're frying a chicken fried steak. You may put in hot oil or whatever, like a piece of fried chicken. So if you can't have those oils, maybe use a healthier oil. I don't know if you can fry in olive oil or some kind of good vegetable oil versus maybe like a corn oil or some of those that are a little higher in cholesterol. But so you run into two problems. One, it's breaded, and two, you have a gravy on top. So when it comes to the breading, I said, well, I guess what you would have to do is try to find a way to either use less breading and do less breaded, fewer breaded, less breaded, So if you're dipping it in the breaded, maybe you're just gonna, instead of put it in the milk or whatever you do, and put it in the breading, and then dip it back in the milk and put it back in the breading. I don't know. Maybe use less breading, or if you have to use some form of breading, and it says to make bread crumbs, you could maybe toast some low carb keto breads, like the one I have back there. Go back there, you'll see I have the one about Aldi bread. You can actually eat white bread, not even, I guess we can eat white bread, not necessarily just brown bread or a heavy wheat bread or a healthy wheat bread. So what I told her is, maybe pop those in the toaster, and you might need 4 or 5 pieces, and then a toast, maybe double, probably to get it pretty crunchy. So maybe toast it and then put it back in, toast a little bit more, then and do it that way. But you're not gonna get those fine things you get from the breadcrumb box or whatever. And then when it comes to the gravy, it's going to probably have flour. They usually have a roux. It's called a roux. They make it with the flour, so it's going to have that as well. And maybe it has some sugar. I don't know what is in that. Is it a slightly sweet, gravy? Cover that white gravy. Some of those do have some sugars in there, so I'm not sure what that is. So I'm asking you out there, do you know how to make? And she couldn't find one, and I didn't really find anything that talked about it. I've heard about making fried chicken, using like cauliflower, or using what is it, coconut flour, almond flour. There's some kind of flours you can use that don't have. But remember, if you're a diabetic, or if you're on a keto diet, you would have to find a way to get rid of those carbs, or reduce those carbs, and also this will have salt and pepper. If they're really that big, can they have salt? I don't know. So you might want to talk to them before trying to make it, or maybe find a place keto that you can go out and eat a keto thing. Also, if you have a chicken fried steak, are you going to eat it just like this with a knife and fork, or are you going to put it on a bun? You don't want to do that. You probably don't want to do that, but you'll get that. But I would say you're probably going to have to. Some people say use those pork rind, instead of breadcrumbs they have. I don't know if that would affect the taste of it. It's not chicken. It's not chicken fried chicken. It's chicken fried steak. So that might be okay, because the bacon might make it kind of taste like a chicken fried bacon burger, steak that's fried. I don't know. So if you have one, please let me know. Please also subscribe, like, share. We have new videos coming out. We have a couple videos about making some Mediterranean style flatbread type quesadillas. That's going to come out on Tuesday, Monday. This is coming out today. I'll go and put it out today, Saturday, because she was asking about this. But if you know of a recipe, please write down there in the comment section. You can type it in, or you can just tell me about it. You can leave me a voicemail. My phone number's on it. Yeah, you could, I guess, leave a voicemail. But if you have any tips or hacks of how she can reduce the carbohydrate content of those and make it more of a keto-friendly chicken fried steak. Keto chicken fried steak. Wow, it's a mouthful of chicken fried steak. Take care, everyone.